Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the house of Prada. The fragrance we're going to touch upon today is actually a more feminine leaning fragrance. We're going to touch on Eau Ambree. Now, Eau Ambree was released back in the year of 2009. This fragrance I actually saw much earlier just because at that time I believe I had dated a girl who had this fragrance and I was kind of, wondering what the fragrance was and, kind of going through that whole route and kind of went full circle and came to it, just recently. So, without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing to note is that the design, I love the Prada design. It's very simple. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the female leaning fragrances, how they have that little bulb at the end, but it is what it is. The actual bottle itself, I still say very clean, very well presented, very nice. So it's got great marks on the actual bottle itself. Now it's available in two main sizes, a 2.7 ounce and a 1.7 ounce. The 2.7 ounce is going to run you roughly $80 retail and the 1.7 is going to run you roughly $60 retail. Now you may have to do some shopping around for this fragrance just because I've seen it sold out in quite a few places. So, do some searching around, see what you can do, see what you can get your hands on. Now on to the scent. The scent for this fragrance, notes are listed on this side. The first thing that comes across when I immediately sprayed this fragrance on was, man, this has the trademark clean type fresh scent of the Prada fragrances. And it's only after the scent began to develop after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that it turned into its own fragrance. It still kind of has that Prada clean trade back mark, but you start to get this amber scent, this beautiful vanilla scent. You get a opoponax, which is like this sharp vanilla-ish, resin-ish type scent. It's like vanilla and resin kind of mixed together is what you get. And then it kind of dies down and kind of develops into this woods. Overall, after about an hour or so, it really starts to get baby powdery. Not a true baby powder scent, but really more of a powdery type of a scent. It's really hard to describe as far as the vibe, but it feels like a powdery-ish vibe. And for that reason, and that's the main reason, this fragrance I think really does lean feminine more than it leans masculine. I've come across some powdery fragrances that are for men, but this is not one of those fragrances that I would really recommend to a guy. But for a woman, I would definitely recommend this one, and it smells nice, and it harkens back to my ex-girlfriend on it. Now, without kind of diving into it, I may be tainted just because she was the one who actually wore it, and I might kind of have this scent configured to her. But I still think, a guy might be able to pull this one off if he tried really hard. Now, I would personally go about 2-3 sprays with this one. Any more, and you might choke yourself out, not necessarily others, because the projection on this fragrance is really about a foot. It's really not much. So it's more of a personal scent, and it only lasts roughly, I'd say, between 4 and 5 hours on this scent. Okay, so performance is it's so-so on this scent. Now, as far as the occasion goes, I think this is a good fragrance to wear casually. I'm not sure if I would wear it in a professional setting or I'd wear it on special occasions, but it's a good casual scent, one that you can wear almost year-round. So on that, it's actually good. Compliment-wise, I did not get any compliments on this one, but I did not expect to get any compliments on this one. Again, I think this is a little bit more geared towards women, and as far as women goes, they actually did love this scent as far as a scent that they would wear for themselves. So take with it what you will, but I thought it was good. From a guy's perspective, as far as compliments goes, I thought that it's, it would depend on the woman who was actually wearing it, but it is a very pleasant smelling scent. And that's essentially it. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, I think this is a very solid scent. It's a good smelling scent. It's something that's not overpowering. It's something that's not, too out there. But at the same time, the reason why it's kind of losing a little bit of marks is I don't think it's the greatest complimenting scent. I don't think it's the best smelling scent, and I don't think it's the most original scent. Now, I know I kind of just mixed two things. I said that it's a great smelling scent, but it's not the best smelling. It's going to get half of a star on that as far as the actual scent goes, just because I've smelled so many powdery type fragrances that come across. Initially, when I sprayed it, I thought that it was going to be something, different and something, over out there. The amber note, while it starts out hard, it kind of disappears into that powdery amalgam that the scent actually produces. So at the end of the day, it's a solid 3.5 stars, one that you should kind of get your nose on, especially if you're a woman. If you're a guy, you might want to steer away from it. Give it a try if you want, but it's not something that I would actually recommend. There are different fragrances, especially the Prada Amber Homme men's line, that I would suggest going for in that route. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this fragrance. I'm always curious, love to hear them. Thank you guys, take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.